So, what is up, guys? It's been long since I've posted a video on this channel, but lately I've been playing this game a whole lot, as you can see, Prestige 20. So, I know a thing or two, and today I wanna teach you all about the game, get you started, and I'll also get some advanced tips going in as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a custom unfriendly ghost so that we don't get the hunts, but I can show you what every single item does, and yeah, I'll then also do the loss of items. I'll turn that off. Oh, where can I do that again? Is it at ghost? It's not, right? No, it's a player. Where can I... Yeah, lose items and consumables. Yep, let's click on apply. Everybody starts on Tanglewood, so let's just go there. Add all our stuff. And I'll get into the game. So I will be explaining to you what each and every ghost does of the 24 that are in the actual game. And then I will actually explain the ghost abilities, hunt behavior, walk speed, everything that you need to know about the game. So let's start with all of these items, because this is all very overwhelming. You have a lot of shit going on here. So, first of all, look, the flashlight. It turns on and off. Nothing really special about it. This is the UV light. It also turns on and off. And you can test for footprints, fingerprints, anything the ghost touches that has the chance of leaving fingerprints. You can shine it on that and see if it has UV. And this is the thermometer. And now there's a tier 2 thermometer and a tier 3 thermometer. I use the tier 1 personally because this thermometer, it like has this liquid in it, and it can go down or up. And the reason why I use this one is because the tier 2 and 3 thermometers are both electric. And they take less time to actually calculate the temperature, but the thing is that it can vary a whole lot, and it can sometimes just not give you freezing when it is definitely freezing. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. We get the photo camera. The photo camera, mainly used for taking photos. I bet you didn't see that one coming. But you can use this to fill up your photo album right here. You can take a total of 10 photos, and you can use it to take a photo of the bone. The bone is, well, a bone that spawns in every map, and the spawn location varies not only per map but per game, so it can spawn in any room in any game. So the bone can also vary in shape and stuff. Actually, if you collect all 32, I believe it is, bones, then you fill up your bone cabinet. I just need one, and it's at the feet. Or like the arms, it's like one bone that I'm missing, and I can never get it. You can also use this to take photo of ghosts, interactions, so like it opening a door, and the fingerprints that come with it. So when it touches a door, you can take 2 for the interaction and the fingerprints, but be sure it has fingerprints, because otherwise you will not get the 3-star pictures to get that perfect investigation. And here we have the EMF. This thing can be very misleading. So, if you can see it, on the screen we have a number. On the left side it says 8888 right now because it's not reading any EMF, but this should say like 3.54 for example, and it's At that point, it's 3.54 meters away from the EMF reader, where like the interaction happened. And when it is a door, you may walk up to the door and you may see 0.4 meters. That's alright. It is the door. Now you see like an arrow grid on the right of the screen. That one basically tells you in which direction the EMF happened. And at the top you have a bar of like 5 things, or like little dashes, and that shows you what EMF level it is. So if all of those 5 dashes light up, it's an EMF 5 ghost, which is evidence that you can write up. Next up is the spirit box. I love this thing. I love to use this thing. What you do is you power it on, and they ask just like, where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you friendly? Of course I can't use it here, but it's just for the representation. And if you power it on and you turn on your mic, you see the mic input, it turns red. You see that? And when it actually receives a voice like that, it turns white when you talk into it, and when the response turns red, it means the ghost has heard you but is unable to give out a response. When it turns white and you actually hear talking, that's when you that's when you actually get spirit box evidence. So not if it hears you but you do not get a response, it's not immediately spirit box. You have to try a couple of times. Easy way to use this is wait for a ghost event and then see where the ghost is standing. And after the ghost vanishes, you just go there and start spamming or just asking a whole lot of questions. If it doesn't react, then it's probably not spirit box, but you're gonna have to try a couple more times. Here we have the ghostwriting book. Yeah, it's a simple book. You have to place it down with F, not just drop it like this. You have to really place it down with F in order for it to make it work. A simple way to know if it has ghostwriting or not is just lay it down. If it writes in the book, then obviously it's got ghostwriting. But if it throws the book, it has not got ghostwriting because it interacts with the book, and when it has ghostwriting, it has a 100% chance to write, and when it doesn't, it has a 100% chance to throw the book. Then here we have the dots projector. I am afraid I cannot place it in here. Yeah, I will do that later. But basically what this does is it shines a lot of green bulbs around the area, and you can see ghosts literally walking through the dots, so that's pretty nice. Here we have the video camera. You know, I'm actually gonna go into the house to show you guys what those tools are. I want to show it more thoroughly. Boom. So what do I need to use? Okay, so let's do dots and the video camera because I want to show how those work. So dots and video camera. The video camera, I'll do that later. A video camera is normally just a video camera, but you can also turn all the lights off. All of these, and then right click and you get night vision. And now what this does is it makes you able to see ghost orbs. Oh, well, isn't that fortunate? That's a ghost orb right there, that little bulb right there. This is a ghost orb. In which room is this? Is this the kitchen? It's like in between. I think it's the dining room ghost. And then the dots, you basically place it down somewhere over here. I don't know what you want. And it shines through all of these rooms with these green dots. I hope to actually get dots so I can show you what the ghost looks like walking through the dots. I actually hope I get dots. Not only for evidence, I can, by the way, I can do ghost orbs. It can also be a mimic though, but I'll tell you more about that later. Come on! Give me dots! I wanna know. Oh, it just threw something in the kitchen? Right? No, am I schizophrenic? Anyways, let's just, go back to the van. We'll get I'll explain to you some more items and what several ghosts can do that others cannot. If we check the evidence, we had ghost orbs. And one of the ghosts that is in here is... Wait, if I turn this off, I need to see the actual ghost for me to remember it. Was it the Goryo? I think it was. It's not in here, right? No, then it isn't. But a Goryo, you can only see its dots from outside the room. So you cannot be physically in the room with the ghost to see its dots, because it will not show. It's only when you stand outside of the room with the video camera you can see the dots. Because it's like, you can only see the dots through a video camera. Or, I mean, you can't see it through a video camera, and you have to stand outside the physical room of the ghost. Which is very dumb. I know. But that's just how it goes. It's the Goryo. I believe it is. Wait. Can I look at that right here? Oh, yeah, a Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. When a Goryo passes through the dots projector, using a video camera is the only way to see it. Yep. That's what I told you. So, that is one thing to worry about with the dots. This is just a tripod, is to put the camera on, nothing really special. These are all the evidence items, but for the photo camera and the tripod. But these are all evidence items. And we go to the usable items. Just items that are there to help you go through the pain of hunting for ghosts. First of all, we have the night camera, or the headgear, I think it's called in the actual game. The headgear, when you put this on, this is the tier 3 by the way, and you hold T, it gives you night vision. Like that. So the night vision thing is pretty cool. Yeah, you should probably use this when you're doing speedrun mode. In the weekly challenges. It's the new one. We have the motion sensor, right? This is the motion sensor. What the motion sensor, what the fuck is that thing doing? What the motion sensor does is you can place it on the ground, and when you place it on the ground, it starts looking for the ghost in a circle radius, which you can see when you hold F, when placing it on the ground. And then when it sees the ghost enter that circle, it does a blink, or like flashes its light to from where the ghost entered that circle. And when it leaves that circle, it does the same. It like shines a light to where the ghost left it. Okay, then we have under, or no, let's just do this one. The parabolic microphone. When you turn this on, do you hear that? Your audio gets muffled. But you can hear things within the, like, radius that is shown. You can hear that, like, amplified. What this thing is special for is for a Banshee. A Banshee, can emit a special scream through the parabolic mic. And, this scream is very distinguishable from the others. I don't have a video of me getting the scream, so I can't really tell you what it sounds like. But it is very distinguishable if you just search it up. You can easily distinguish it. Then here we have the crucifix. The crucifix is also yeah, it's something you place down in the ghost room, and when you're at 50% sanity and it tries to hunt, or for other ghosts it can hunt at a higher sanity, but I will tell you that later. When it tries to hunt, but this thing is within like a 5-meter radius, it burns one part of the crucifix. Now this metal one is tier 3. It can stop 2 hunts, just like the tier 2, but this one can also stop the cursed hunts from, for example, Ouija boards, tarot cards, anything. So that's something to note. This one has a 5-meter range, I believe, something around that, and the demon actually amplifies that range by 50%. So the demon can, for example, if this one is 5 meters range, the demon can use it from 7.5 meters. Very huge gap. Then here we have the sanity pill. This thing is pretty nice. For pros, they don't really use it. I don't know why, but they don't really use it because they want to get the hunts and loop the ghost. But looping is some technique that I will tell you about later. Looping the ghost is basically going around on a surface or anything. There's a nice looping area in here, which I can show you. There are actually 2, but one of them is very unsafe. For example, if you're facing a revenant. Then here we have a lighter. It can light candles, summoning circles, whatever. If you just pick these up and you press right click, it lights it. Boom. Did I just light that one with the... oh, that's cool. Let's light those all. It's nice, it's nice. Okay, so here we have the smudge stick. The smudge stick... wait, I wanna place the lighter back. I'm a organized person. I'm a well-organized... where the fuck is my cursor? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the smudge stick. This thing can save... this thing has saved over millions of lives in this fucking game. Yeah? So, what this thing does is you can light it up and it stays lit. This one stays lit for 5 seconds. The tier 3 stays lit for 7.5. But the thing with the tier 3 is it's like one of those, and it like hangs. And when you use it wrongly or poorly, like when you walk in a certain direction, it can like glitch you out. It's very weird. What this does is you can light it up, and when you light it next to the ghost during a hunt, it can smudge that ghost. And what that does is it basically stops it from killing you for 5 seconds, and with a spirit it's 7.5. And it cannot sense you, so you can turn your flashlight on and shit, but it cannot sense you because of the smudge stick. Another use for it is smudging it in the ghost room with the ghost, and then it prevents it from hunting for, I believe, around 150 seconds or something. Wait, let me check. Smudge hunt delay time. So, while burning the incense attempts multiple times per second to successfully apply its effects, but can only apply the effects once. When the instance is used up, the smoke will stop being emitted and the model will finish burning to a stub. So, the tier 1 has 3 meters of range, tier 2 4, and tier 3 5. And then you can cleanse the ghost. When you smudge the ghost in the ghost room, it stops it from hunting for 90 seconds, so 1.5 minutes. With a demon, it's 60 seconds, so a minute. And with spirit, it's 30 minutes. But if the ghost is a Yurei, it will also return to its favorite room and cannot roam out for 60 seconds. This will not prevent ghost events from happening outside the room. Lighting incense will not prevent cursed hunts, nor stop an already ongoing hunt, but doing so during a hunt will prevent further attempts to initiate regular hunts for the specified duration starting from when the incense effect is applied. So blinding a ghost is basically when you smudge a ghost during a hunt, it will be unable to detect or kill players. One can walk through it without dying. It will walk in a random direction, similar to its wandering phase, and the tier 2 incense will slow down the ghost, and the tier 3 will halt it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And this one, when you smudge it, it lasts for 5 seconds on normal ghosts, and actually here's where I had it wrong. I said 7.5 on a spirit, but it's actually 7.5 on a Moroi. So the smudge stick is really a nice item for looping a ghost and like getting evidences and shit. Like getting visual evidences, not like these evidences. Because these, when you play Nightmare mode, it hides one piece of evidence, and in, what do you call it? Insanity mode, it hides 2 pieces of evidence, so you can only get 1. In this case, we can just get all 3, so we're good. Okay, the salt. The salt is just salt. Yeah, you could put it down. Tier 1 has 2 uses. Tier 2 has 2 uses, I believe, but it places it in like a line. And tier 3 has 3 uses and places it in a line as well, per flask. So this one has 3 uses, that one has 3 uses, and that. So it's 9 uses. You can put the salt down on the ground, and you can see a ghost step into it, and you can take a photo of that. But anyway, you can see a ghost step into it, and when a ghost steps into the salt, let's get rid of ghost orbs. When the ghost steps into the salt, you can immediately rule off a raid. Because the raid, it says it in like the ghosts page here. Raids almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footprints. Raids are afraid of salt and will actively avoid it. So basically what this says is the raid cannot step in salt at any point in the whole game. If it steps in salt, you can immediately say, no, it's not a raid. So I just wanted to say that. An overpowered glitch with the tier 3 one is you can get the photo camera, you can take a photo of the bone, and pick it up, of course. And then you can place down the salt all in one place, so I place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right there. For example, this is in the home, or in the house. And when the ghost steps into that, you can take 9 pictures of the same salt, because you placed 9 of them at the same spot. Then this is the motion sensor. Or the sound sensor, sorry. It's the sound sensor. It actually has 3 modes. You can... Wait a second. Is that EMF 5? Wait. Dude, is that EMF 5? I'm gonna go with EMF 5, then it's a Raiju or an Obake. What? Okay, I'll check that. But the sound sensor has 3 modes. The one it's in right now that like crosses its arms is in a circle. It tracks everything in a circle. Then I can press or right click it. Now it tracks in a cone, but it's actually not like inwards cone, it's outwards. So the tip that is facing towards me is the tip. So like when I for example go here, can I place it down? No, I have to place it inside of the home. When I place it like this, like that, it does not track this way, it tracks that way. Then you have this mode, which is just a line. So now it tracks like that. Yeah, then you still have the circle again. So, really nice item. Uh, they made... What the fuck is this ghost doing, dude? I'm not even in the house, dude. Stop. So, that's all. Then here you have the name. Ellen Johnson. And it says response to people who are alone. So, this is for the spirit box, this one. When it says response to people who are alone, you have to be alone inside the room. When it's response to everyone, you have to be with a lot of people in the room, or like more than one. Now let's go find... Oh no, we talk about the ghosts. Okay, that's right, the ghosts. So there are 24 ghosts, and I will tell you every single thing you will need to know about every single ghost. So the evidence is pretty straightforward, so I will not tell you like, yeah, this ghost comes with this evidence, because you can basically find that out in the evidence book. So the spirits. The spirits, let's see. Yeah, it comes, with just the basic things. It's just the basic, it's the most basic ghost. The only, it has no strength at all, it has no ghost ability, it has nothing. The only weakness is a spirit can be temporarily stopped by burning incense near them, which indicates that it stops for longer, aka the 3 minutes. And then we have a wraith. Wraiths are one of the most dangerous ghosts you will find. It is also the only known ghost that has the ability of flight and has sometimes been known to travel through walls. So this one has a nice ability. It says its strength is never touch the ground, meaning can't be tracked by footprints. It is a sort of strength, but it is not the ability. Weakness is afraid of salt and will actively avoid it, but that's more of a strength because it just doesn't touch the ground then. But the thing with the wraith is when it doesn't, when a ghost steps in the salt, you can actively like say, yeah, okay, it's not a wraith. The wraith has a special ability where it's where it teleports to you. Or it like walks towards you, no matter where you are, and it leaves an EMF 4 or 2. No, it leaves a EMF 2 at your location. So basically what this, what I'm saying right here is if you're just walking around the house and you suddenly get an EMF 2 outside of the ghost room, you can like say, yeah, that's probably a wraith, a banshee, or a phantom. Because they can all do something like teleporting to you. Yeah, the wraith teleports to players randomly. Yeah, when the wraith is not hunting, it has a chance to teleport within 3 meters of a random player, generating an EMF 2 rating at the location where it teleported to, with a 25% for this to be an EMF 5 rating instead. So it can teleport to you and leave an EMF 2 at your location. So when you know the ghost room and you're like, it's the nursery, and you go to the kitchen and you get a random EMF 2, you can like say, yeah, that's probably a wraith. But the thing is, a phantom, which is another one, can also do that. Okay, so the phantom has the ability to roam to a player. Just let that sink in, okay? Now, so, where can I start? The phantom can roam towards a player. What this basically says is, when you, are outside of the ghost room, you should probably place a motion sensor, like, if it's the nursery, you should probably place a motion sensor, like, in the living room. And, like, if that motion sensor goes off, and a bit later you get a EMF 2 at your location, you can probably say, like, that's a phantom or a banshee. Also, when it does a ghost event, and you look at it, it drops your sanity, just like this, like the strength. Looking at a phantom will drop your sanity considerably faster. And the weakness, taking a photo of the phantom will make it temporarily disappear. Since the Ascension update, where you could prestige, Dot's photo also counts as the ghost photo. So when you take a photo of the phantom in a dot, and the phantom disappears, or like you get the ghost picture, but there's no ghost on the picture, it's a phantom. And also when it's a ghost event, it starts, you immediately take a photo and the ghost is no longer there, it's a phantom. Poltergeist. The poltergeist is very funny. The poltergeist, hunt-wise... Oh, wait, I should return to the phantom for this one. Okay, so, when the phantom is in a hunt, it will blink for terribly long. Basically, when a ghost is hunting, it blinks, which, like, shows the model, and then it, makes the model invisible, and then shows the model again. For the model to go invisible and then to be visible again, that is a blink. But what a phantom can do is it can be invisible for so long. It has a minimum of 1 second to be invisible, compared to the 0.65 or something seconds to be invisible for normal ghosts, except for Phantom and Oni. I will come to Oni later. But it blinks for very long amounts of time in the invisibility range. Okay, so that's a tiny thing. Poltergeist, hunt-wise, it's not much different from other ghosts, except for that it throws objects once every 0.5 seconds. A normal ghost has a 50% chance to throw an object every 0.5 seconds. The poltergeist has 100. So, you can immediately see, like, if it's throwing so much during a hunt, you can, like, say, yeah, that's probably a poltergeist. The strength of the poltergeist is, poltergeist can throw multiple objects at once with great force. When the poltergeist throws something, it can throw that object very far. And now here's the funny thing about a poltergeist. When you place a bunch of objects on each other, it can do what we call a poltergeist bomb, where it throws all of those objects at once at high speeds, so you literally have an explosion. Then we have a banshee, the singing siren known for attracting its victims through song. It has been known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. This is a bad ghost if you're playing on multiplayer, and totally when you're doing Camp Woodland grinding and stuff. a banshee, it says known for attracting its victims through a song. The banshee does a whole lot of singing events. So when you have like 4 or 5 singing events in a row, you can probably say, I suspect of it being a banshee, but you cannot say it's a banshee because it's just RNG all the way. So I would probably find some evidence first before you actually go and actively say like, yeah, that's a banshee. A banshee, when you open the door, it chooses one of the players as its target. What this means is that ghost events will be around that player, and when the banshee hunts, it will only go for that player. So when you're not the target, you can basically walk through the banshee and not get killed because you're not the target. Then also, one tiny thing, at the sanity board, when you're with 4 people and your average sanity is a 28, which is the hunting barrier, or like under 50 is where normal ghost hunts, also banshees, but your teammate is at like 75% and is the chosen target, he can just stay in the van and you guys can do all that you want, and the banshee cannot do shit. Well, actually, that is untrue, because the banshee can, when the target goes out of the house, it chooses a temporary target until the actual target comes back, or something like that. Or no, it just hunts like normal when the target isn't in the house. That was it. And then the weakness, banshee can sometimes be heard screaming with a paramic. When you turn the yeah, I already told you guys this, but when you turn the paramic on and you point it towards a banshee, you can hear like a very loud scream. It's very distinguishable, like I said. Next, oh yeah, banshee as well. A banshee can roam towards your location like a phantom does. So when you see the motion sensor flash and then you get an EMF2 at your location without anything being shown, you can say it's a phantom or a banshee. But you can see if it's a phantom or a banshee by testing the spirit box or ghost orbs. They both have dots. Like you can see. So just test in between those two. Don't just like say, yeah, this is probably... No. Don't go guessing around. The Djinn. The Djinn is a territorial ghost that will attack when threatened. It has also been known to travel at significant speed. The strength is the Djinn will travel at a faster speed if its victim is far away. Normally it goes at like a speed of I don't know, the Djinn has a speed of like, I don't know, a couple meters per second, right? Or like whatever. The Djinn cannot turn off the breaker because, as you can see in the weakness, turning off the location's power source will prevent the Djinn from using its ability. Its ability. Let me get the Djinn page with me. Djinn cannot turn off the fuse box. Cannot use any of its abilities when the fuse box is off. And also, this is a pretty good one. When the Djinn tries to turn off the breaker, it can't, but it does leave the EMF2 at the breaker. When you are within 3 meters off the breaker, or from the breaker, you actually get zapped. You cannot see it, but your sanity gets drained by like 25%, which is a whole lot. It normally travels at normal speed, but actually, uh, yeah. So it has normal speed when hunting, and when it sees a player, it gets fast, like really fast. But that's only when the fuse box is on. Okay, that's only when the generator is on. But then, when it gets closer, it stops really fast. Okay, I'll be right back. I had to cut the video because I went to the toilet real quick. Okay, so let's resume. The Jin has normal speed when hunting. When it sees a player, it gets fast, and when it gets close to that player, it grows. It slowly goes to a slower speed again. But it cannot do this when the location's power is on. Or, I mean, when the location's power is off. Okay, so just a quick... blah blah blah. Like, when the Jinn uses its ability and the fuse box is on, it will lower the sanity of all players in the same room or otherwise within 3 meters of it by 25%. So that's what I was telling you, when it tries to turn off the breaker, it can't, so it will zap your sanity. EMF 2 or 5 reading will be generated at the fuse box. So when you want to test for a Jinn, you can throw a EMF on the fuse box, and when you get a random EMF 2 at the fuse box, but it's not turned off, then you may say, yeah, that's probably a Jinn. Yeah, its speed will be fixed at 2.5 meters per second while the criteria are met that the fuse box is turned on, line of sight with the player, and it's further than 3 meters from the player. Otherwise, it will obey standard ghost speeds with one particularity. If the Jinn has line of sight with the player while meeting all 3 criteria, the speed increase from continuous line of sight adds in the background and will only be applied once one criteria is no longer satisfied. Whenever there are lights turned on or not does not affect the Jinn's abilities. So turning off the breaker will prevent the Jinn from using any of its abilities. However, this will render the map's electrical lights inactive, leading to a player's sanity draining as a consequence of being in the dark more often. Yeah. You can hold a candle, so that's probably a good one. What you can do in this location... Wait, what the... Oh. Okay. I couldn't close the book real quick. Let me grab this and that. Oh, sorry, I had to cut the video, by the way. So, when you're in this location, I will just... Well, I cannot turn them on. What you can do is, when the Jinn is somewhere over here and not actually in the garage, what you can do is you can go to the garage and you can stand right here and watch the Jinn And when it sees you, does it get faster or does it do anything out of the ordinary? It has done a lot. That is what I can see. It's done a lot of shit. I'm getting pain in my ears from this headset, dude. It's really annoying. Okay, let's turn that shit off. So, ghosts. So you can do that with the djinn. The mare, it has normal speed, has no different behavior within hunts, but the mare cannot turn lights on. And now what counts as a light? We have a normal light, we have a light on a desk. It cannot turn on a computer as well, which was quite surprising for me. For example, it cannot do this. Like, what do you do when you... Oh yeah, you would have to turn on the power source. Is it in the garage? Yeah. Let's go. So, what the mare cannot do is do that. Because now I've turned it off. Now it's on. This counts as a light. This, of course, counts as a light. And this counts as a light as well. And actually, since lately, I think, switching the remote on... doing this... counts as a light as well. But it's touching so many doors. So the mare can basically not turn on the light, and when I do, it has a chance to do this. This is me. It can do that. And when it turns off that light immediately, don't immediately say it's a mare, because it could be a ghost trying to turn on the light, actually. And then you interfere with that. But if it does that multiple times, it's probably a mare. And then, hunt barriers, or hunt range. A mare can hunt at 60% sanity when the lights are turned off, and at 40% when the lights are turned on. So it's pretty nice. A revenant is, it doesn't really have an ability. You can only see it by the evidence or hunt behavior. In the hunts, normal ghosts run at 1.7 meters per second. A revenant runs at 1. So the steps will be like... like that. As for normal ghosts, it will be like... something like that. I can't really tell you. But a revenant runs at 1 meter per second. But when it sees a player, it goes to 3 meters per second. That is very fast. Let me tell you. I've had a revenant once. I was looping, or like trying to loop the ghost. So I was standing in the garage with the car. And what happened is, I didn't know it was a revenant. So it started hunting. It was very slow. So I was like, maybe it's the twins, like the slower twin. But then it came into the room and it started running at me, and I was too late to smudge it because I was like very shocked that it was so fast. That was the first time I ever had a revenant. It was like very fucking fast. I don't think the revenant has an ability, but I can check real quick. Slow when no players inside, very fast, so it does not really have its own ghost ability. Yeah. I don't think there's really that much to say now. Oh yeah, 3 meters per second, and sustains the speed until it reaches a spot where it last detected a player. If and when reverting to roaming mode, the revenant speed will slowly decrease over around 2.7 seconds. A deceleration rate of 0.75 meters per second, back to its initial value of 1. So, there's not really a way to find it by ghost abilities. It's just the hunt or evidence. The shade. The shade is known to be very shy. There's evidence to suggest that the shade will stop all paranormal activity if there are people nearby. If there is a person in the shade's room and it starts hunting, it's not a shade. It cannot start a hunt when a player is in its room, or with it. I'm saying a lot of I have not got a script, so I am just saying it off my own mind, or a bit of Google sometimes. There we go again. The shade also doesn't do a whole lot when you are nearby it. Yeah, harder to find due to it being generally less active, so it doesn't do a whole lot. It also produces hissing and shadowy form ghost events more often. What this means is the ghost has its model, but it can also be just a shadowy-ish thing. It has a low hunt sanity threshold. I think it is around 40. Generally unwilling to hunt and perform interactions in the presence of players. Yeah, that's basically it. Also, when you're at 100% average sanity, it has a 0% chance of performing an event. The success rate increases 2% per percentage of average sanity lost. At an average percent of sanity of 50, an attempted ghost event will always succeed. When it performs a ghost event, the shade has higher chance, 67%, of performing a ghost event rather than manifestations. If it does manifest for a ghost event, there is a higher chance of appearing as a shadow. If the ghost is made to appear using a summoning circle, music box, or monkey paw, it has a chance of appearing as a black shadow rather than in its full form while in the ghost event stage. It will return to a fully visible form when the hunt begins. When you are in the room with a shade, one person in your team, anyone, it cannot do any interactions. However, it can do ghost riding. So when it doesn't do anything when a player's in the room and suddenly you get ghost riding, you could probably say, hey, that could be a shade. I've only done 9 of the 24. And then the low sanity threshold, so if it does not hunt for a whole lot, then that could be like a hint to being a shade. Okay, let's go to number 10. The demon. Holy fuck. Is this thing irritating? Like I said, the crucifix has a range of 7.5 into 3 instead of 5. Like here, demons fear the crucifix and will be less aggressive near one. Demons will initiate hunts more often than other ghosts. Yeah, it has a higher percent chance of hunting and can actually hunt at any sanity if it uses its ability. It can use its ability whenever there's a player in the location, and when it uses its ability, it will start a hunt. It doesn't matter if you're at 100% sanity or 35. There's actually an achievement, it's hidden, that when a demon starts a hunt within a minute with its ability and then kills you, you get that achievement. So it's very nice. A demon doesn't really have hunt behavior that you should know. It's basically just the crucifix thing and the ability. It will also hunt way more than other ghosts, but there's no actual way to find out qua hunt behavior. So that a Yurei, um, the Yurei basically, this is a very intricate ghost. Uh, when you are near a Yurei, it will have a bit of an effect on your sanity. I think it is able to drain some sanity from you, but I don't know how that really works. I've never actually had it, so hmm. Yeah, the Yurei does not have any bonuses to its ability to hunt. It can quickly drain sanity. If players are careless, it may become aggressive quicker than anticipated. When the incense is used on the Yurei, in addition to preventing hunts and temporarily stopping all activity, or wait, yeah. In addition to preventing hunts and temporarily increasing activity, it will return to its favorite room and be trapped in it for 60 seconds. It can still leave that room by performing a ghost event, but will return to it once the event ends. The Yurei has an ability that will cause the following when used. All players within 7.5 meters of the ghost will have their sanity decreased by 15%. Players outside will not be affected. If the ghost's current room has one or more open doors, it will randomly select one and close it fully. This in turn produces an EMF2 interaction just like any other door touch. The Yurei cannot use its ability if the room it is in has no door. All ghosts can shut a door from in the same way the Yurei can, however the Yurei may do it more often as it's connected to its sanity drain ability. Locker and closet doors are not affected by it. Tent doors and exit doors, however, are. So when the front door closes and there's no hunt, it's a Yurei. Because the Yurei is the only ghost that can, without a hunt, physically close that door. Um, yeah, that's it. If the ghost shuts any other door than the exit door, it is likely to be a Yurei, but not definitely, so you just have to stay there for a bit. I had one in the basement and I was checking for, I believe it was salt. And then it started hunting in the basement where I was, and it actually closed the door beforehand. So I died. um, yeah, it doesn't have any hunting behavior. It doesn't have any recognizable abilities. The Yurei does not increase the passive sanity drain. The passive sanity drain is when you are in the dark in the house and your sanity drains. That is passive, but it actually, the Yurei does not have an effect on passive sanity drain, which means your sanity drainage in the dark. Yeah, the Yurei is ironically weak because the Jin can drain 25 just by doing shit with the breaker, but the Yurei can close a fucking door and drain 15. So that's all with the Yurei. Then we have number 12. We have the Oni. The Oni is also pretty intricate, and it has one thing that if you know it and it happens, you can immediately tell, yeah, that's an Oni, or no, it's not an Oni actually, because it distinguishes an Oni from other ghosts. So the Oni is more active when people are nearby, so like the opposite of a shade. The model remains visible for longer periods when hunting. So the Phantom has a very high blinking time so that it stays invisible for a long time. The Oni has low blinking time, so it like has a blink, like invisible, visible. That type of blink. And now that's an easy way to distinguish an Oni from any other ghost. But here is one thing that if you know it, you can say, yeah, that's not an Oni. An Oni cannot produce airball ghost events. And if you're wondering, what the fuck is an airball? It's like when the lights turn off and a slow ball of mist starts going towards you. That's an airball event. So that's basically it with the Oni. Yeah, it will also drain sanity faster when it's like doing a singing event or it's walking towards you. It will do a lot faster shit. The yokai, the yokai is very simple. It has no boosted speed in hunts. It has no ghost ability. And it doesn't have any behavior stops or anything. When, however, you are below 50% sanity, so the hunt threshold, and you start talking near it, there's a higher chance that that will start a hunt. So when you have no hunt, but you start talking with your friend and like, oh, there's a hunt, it can be a yokai. It can also just start a hunt because it wants to. And then also a thing is, when you see your flashlight flickering in a hunt, or no, when you're talking to someone during a hunt and the yokai cannot hear you, or the ghost cannot hear you, it's probably a yokai, because the yokai can only hear people during hunts when they are close to that person. So when you're just talking and the ghost cannot hear you, it's probably a yokai. And this also, if you're talking downstairs, any ghost cannot hear you when they're upstairs. The Hantu. The Hantu is pretty easy to distinguish from others. Yeah, because it has freezing, that is also an indicator. When it starts hunting, a Hantu can move faster in cold areas and move slower in warm areas. When you're in a cold area with the Hantu, you can actually see its breath, which is only a Hantu's characteristic. No other ghost than a Hantu can show its breath. So when you see the ghost breath in a cold area, it's a Hantu. So that's all. The Goryo. Oh no, that's the Onryo, right? Yeah. So let's do Goryo. I already told you when the Goryo uses dots, it has dots. You have to view it with a video camera in order to know, yeah, that's a Goryo. So you have to have a video camera active when the Goryo goes through the dots, and only in the video camera can you see its dots. what the fuck? Okay, so a Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. So it can show itself on camera, but you also have to be outside of the room in order to see it on the camera. So it's to see the Goryo dots, there are a lot of things you need to do. You first of all need to have a video camera, and you also need to be outside of the room. Wow, is that thing hard? I've had so much Goryos just go to waste because I didn't see, oh fuck, yeah, I didn't know the video cam dots shit. Hmm. Yeah, hmm. Yeah, if you can see dots, but there's no, but you don't have a video camera or anything, it's not a Goryo, so you can roll it out. Um, they're rarely seen far from their place of death. I don't know what that means. I cannot actually see. No, I don't think that says anything. What the fuck is going on? Bro, shut the fuck up. Okay, so when it's roaming through rooms, it can only perform short roams. And it cannot change its favorite room by itself. But it can only change its room when you're wishing for sanity in the monkey paw, because it causes the ghost to change its room. The Goryo will only then enter in a dot state if no players are in the same room as the ghost. In addition, the dot silhouette is only visible through a video camera and cannot be seen with the naked eye. The Goryo will still manifest normally during ghost events and hunts with its ghost model, which does not require any special equipment to be seen. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all you need to know about a Goryo. Then a Myling. What a Myling can do is it makes more sounds in the parabolic mic. And also, I think it also whispers a whole lot. Players can hear an idle ghost's paranormal sounds only through a parabolic microphone. Frequent paranormal sounds may indicate that the ghost is a Myling. However, as paranormal sounds are random chance, it's unreliable to identify Myling based on paranormal sound frequency alone. So it just makes more sounds. It doesn't do any whisper like I just said. And when a Myling is hunting, it does not have any boosted speed or anything. The only thing that you can do is you can lay a flashlight in front of your hiding place. And then when you see it flickering, but you cannot hear the Myling's footsteps, it's a Myling, because it's much quieter. You can only hear its footsteps in a very small range. The Onryo. Why is this? Okay, so the Onryo has no actual, like, speed boosts or ghost abilities or anything. Well, you could say it has a ghost ability, but I don't know what you guys think. When it blows out 3 candles in a row, it has yeah, like, okay, let me start again. Okay, when you have 3 candles or any flammable material except for smudge sticks, and you light it, you put the 3 next to each other and you light them, when you like see 1, 2, 3 blown out, and then it uses the crucifix to start the hunt, it's an Onryo, because this is also what we call the Onryo test, where you put the 3 firelights next to each other, and when it starts hunting, you know, yeah, that's Onryo. And the weakness says, when threatened, it will be less likely to hunt. If a player is currently dead, the Onryo will blow out sources of flame at a higher frequency. More dead players increases this. It will blow out flames at the same frequency as other ghosts if no players are dead. The Onryo may appear to more frequently blow out flames below 60%, but this is because of its hunt attempts rather than actual increased chance to interact with them. If the Onryo attempts to hunt within 4 meters of any type of flame, it will blow out the flame instead and the hunt will fail. This does not restart the hunt countdown timer, unlike a crucifix. If both the crucifix and the flame are within range, the flame will take priority over the crucifix for preventing the hunt. Every third flame that the Onryo blows out will cause it to attempt to initiate a hunt, regardless of the current average sanity. This hunt can be blocked by normal prevention methods or another flame. Note that there can be a delay of up to 6 seconds before the hunt actually initiates. Yeah. If a flame prevents a hunt or is blown out during a hunt, it will count towards the 3 flame rule. So, the Onryo is basically it, blows out flames. It's a lot to do with flames. It also says that this ghost has been known to fear any form of fire and will do anything to be far from it. The twins. The twins has 2 things to identify it. Well, actually 3, but I count 2 of them as 1. The twins have an ability to do ghost activities, so like throw a book or open a door at the same time. So when it does 2 things at the same time with a different EMF level, you can actually see a slight bulge in the how do you call it, the activity board. When you go here, for example, this is EMF 4, and if there was another EMF 2 activity, it would slant the line a bit. You know what I mean? When it does that, you can safely say that it's a twin. And the twin, you're dealing with 2 ghosts. So there's actually 2 places where the ghost can be. But when you use the haunted mirror, the haunted mirror only does the actual ghost and not the decoy twin. Because there's a main ghost and there's a decoy. The main ghost is the one that gets tracked when you do haunted mirror, and when you trap the ghost with the hermit card or wish for it, it will always be the main ghost. But the decoy can also do a hunt. So for example, when the main ghost is in the living room and the decoy is in the basement, and you're in the basement drawing tarot cards thinking, yeah, okay, it will probably attack from the living room. You don't know it's a twin, by the way. And it starts hunting from the basement. Oh, you're gonna be scared. That's all there is to the twins. A Raiju, you can base it on the Pokemon Raichu, because it's also an electric Pokemon. But when a Raiju starts a hunt, it gets faster when there's electronic equipment on. This does not count the fuse box. The fuse box does not count. It's only lights, flashlights, EMF reader, anything. And when it gets faster, it also disturbs the equipment. Like, for example, with EMF it does or the flashlight goes flickering. It can do that from way further away. So when you see your flashlight flicker but you don't hear its steps, you can say that's probably a Raiju, but it could also be a Myling, so keep that in mind. Then we have the Obake. This is a shapeshifter ghost. During a hunt... What the fuck? During a hunt, the ghost has no increased speed, but it can shapeshift its form during hunts. So... What the fuck? My brother just lost in Fortnite. What the fuck? He's raging out. But, when you are looping the ghost, the Obake, and it shapeshifts into another form, so like it's a tiny kid, but now it is the butcher, then it's an Obake. And when it does that, when it shapeshifts its form, it can also do the same character model, but in a different state of movement. So it could be a walking tiny kid, but when it shapeshifts, this will be a crouching kid. Just keep in mind that that is also an Obake. And then it can leave fingerprint evidence. And the fingerprints is the main thing that with the Obake. It can leave on a door. On a door, it can leave a fingerprint of 6 fingers. This is not always, but it has a chance. I think it is 16%, 16.7 or something like that. And then on prison doors or keyboards, it will leave 5 fingerprints. And then there was another one. 6 fingers, 5 fingerprints. And then like on a chair, it can leave 2 fingerprints. I think it was something like that. And also, the Obake has the chance to not leave fingerprints. Like, that's also like a 16% chance that it doesn't leave fingerprints. The Mimic? Well, this is gonna be a hard one. The Mimic fucks every run up. If you have a Mimic, you're fucked. So what the Mimic does is it can mimic any behavior from any ghost. So it can use the ability of a demon, but still be a Mimic. Well, I don't think it can do that. I don't think it can use the demon ability, but it can use, for example, the Myling ability during it. No, it cannot. Fuck! Okay, for example, it can close the front door. Like a Yurei. The Mimic can mimic the Yurei's ability. The Mimic always has ghost orbs, but it does not count as evidence that it is ghost orbs. So I get Spirit Box, Ultraviolet, and Freezing, and then also get Ghost Orb. Like, you could safely say, yeah, that's a fucking Mimic. If you get 4 pieces of evidence, it's a Mimic. No matter what. So just, it says, we're unsure what this ghost is capable of, be careful. It can mimic any type of ghost, but it has some, exceptions with it. Let's see. Moroi. The Moroi, ooh, this one is very hard to explain, guys. So I will search it up on the fandom. Hunting speeds depend directly on the average team's sanity. It can curse players through the spirit box or the parabolic microphone, making them lose sanity faster. And they will be disoriented for longer when smudged. The Moroi has the ability to curse a target. By successfully obtaining a response from the spirit box, this will curse the person who caused the response either by asking questions or triggering the failsafe. You can also get cursed by hearing whispers through the parabolic microphone. And this, when a player is cursed, their passive sanity drain is doubled. Being in a lit area will no longer prevent sanity drain, and the light from firelights will no longer mitigate against sanity loss. Walking outside of the investigation areas will still pause sanity drain until they enter again. Consuming sanity medications remove the curse. Players that have been cursed before in the contract can be cursed again. Multiple players can be cursed at the same time, but curses do not stack. And then hunt behavior. When your team average is at 100% and you start a cursed hunt, it will be very, very, very slow. Or no, sorry. The Moroi speed is dependent on the average sanity at the beginning of a hunt. The base speed increases by an average of 0.083 meters per second for every 5% it's below its average hunt threshold. So when you're at 45% sanity, so like higher or at 45%, so like 50% for example, it will run at 1.5 meters per second, which is a bit slower than the normal ghost at 1.7. And then that will increase a whole lot until finally at 5 to 0 it can run at 2.25 meters per second, which is pretty fast. Below 5 average, the maximum speed of a Moroi is 3.71 meters per second, almost 25% faster than the Revenant's 3 meters per second. And also when you smudge the Moroi, it will be disoriented, or like it cannot stance you for 7.5 seconds instead of the normal 5. And yeah, that is basically it for the Moroi. Then the Dio. The Dio gen is not, it does not have an ability. But when it starts hunting, it will always know where you are, so you cannot go into a closet. It will always know you're there. It can sense you without electronics or talking. It can just sense you from wherever. But when it gets close to you, it will grow very, very slow, so you can easily outrun it. And when you smudge it and it steps through the tier 3 salt, it's very slow. It's almost like he stops in place. So that's all to the Dio. And then the Thay. So when you enter the house, the Thay will start aging. When it's at its first state of age, or like the youngest age that it has, it will throw a lot of objects. It will be very active. It will start hunts frequently, and it's very fast. But when you are in that house over time, the Thay will weaken, so it will not be as active, it will not be as fast during hunts, it will not initiate hunts a lot. It's just the aging process, and you can easily find that out by going to the Ouija board and then asking it how old it is. For example, it says 54, you come back after 2 minutes, it says 65, you can say, yeah, that's Thay, because there's no other ghost that can actually age within this game. So that's all about the evidence and stuff. Let's now actually go hunt this ghost, because we've been here for a long time. So let's go, let's get these fuckers. It's probably not gonna be in the kitchen anymore. It turned off the breaker. Yeah, it did. It's not changing room at all. Oh, we gotta turn the lights off for this one. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you nearby? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Who are you? Oh, it's in the living room. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Who are you? Are you near? Let's actually turn this light on real quick. Because we had ghost orbs, right? So we can check if the ghost orbs are still... Hey, what's up? What's up, my nigga? Let's see. Let's see. Do we still have ghost orbs? Turn that dots off real quick. This one. Yeah, it's still in here. But I don't know if it's in the kitchen or somewhere else. So where did I leave the... Yeah, let's actually close these doors again. Let's get some more stuff. Let's get some more stuff. Boom, boom. We can drop this here. Because the sanity can drain, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. And we have the lights. What? What's that, dots? Yep. Okay. Okay. So it's either a Banshee, a Yurei, Yokai, Raichu, or thing. But is that EMF 5? Yeah. So it's a Raichu. So now that I've taught you about the game, let's go and play a few rounds on professional alone. Oh no, let's do intermediate. Let's just keep it simple. I will explain what I do and the tactics that I use. So I will play on intermediate just to keep it a bit simple for the vid.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
So let's do intermediates. Yeah, actually, how about we do custom, intermediate, and then loose items and consumables off. Because I want to keep my shit if I die. Let's just do Tanglewood, just the basic one. No special rules, just not losing my items for the vid. Okay.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
We have 2 minutes setup time. So I will take this for night vision. The fuse box should be on. So let's see. We'll take the EMF reader to find the ghost room. We take the flashlight and the UV. So if it opens a door, we can immediately check, like, does it have ultraviolet. This is always my basic equip. Wait, the fuse box is off in this one? I didn't know that. It's not always in here. It has been in here, but it's not always there. So just keep that in mind. It will not always be in this room. It can also be in the basement, right over there. So let's see, what cursed possession do we have? I've not taught you about that. Oh, we have the monkey paw. Look, this is the monkey paw. And you can wish for anything with this monkey paw. You can wish for your sanity, you can wish for a different weather, you can wish to trap the ghost, you can wish to see the ghost, and blah blah blah. No, no, go back in the closet. In the closet, you dumb. Okay? I will drop you in. Oh, this fucking thing. I want it to go in. Fuck, dude. Just a little bit farther. Yes, that's good. Okay, so now the ghost would have probably done something. No, not in the garage. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. At least we know where it is. So what I just did is I laid the EMF down because I don't need to take it back. And the UV because I could just leave my stuff there. Now what I will grab is dots and ghostwriting. And I'm doing this because these normally take long to get. So I just want to have that extra assurance that we do get them. In this room, I always place it right over here because it can shine in all of these rooms. Look, and it covers a big range of the whole room. Because these 3 rooms count as one. So as you can see, I got freezing temp spread. And I will place a book over here. Oh, it touched that. Which door? It touched the door. Is it this one? This one? No. It's doing a whole lot. It's touched this door as well. No, it doesn't have ultraviolet because I don't see any fingerprints. So we can do that off. Ultraviolet. Which one did we have? We had one evidence, right? I guess I'm just brain dead. Because can this be Wait, which one was it? Was it the Onryo that cannot show itself on the camera? No, it was the Goryo. No, but it can't be a Goryo, so... Wait, is that EMF 5? Yeah! EMF 5. I'm thinking it's twins. But then twins would have spirit box, right? But it didn't. Oh wait, we didn't test for that. Okay, let's test for that. And the twins has freezing. Yeah, we'll take that later. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Where are you?
Right here.
Oh. Spirit Wraith are twins. We can test for Wraith easily. Like I told you guys, we're gonna grab some salt. We're gonna get salty. Did I see dots? Oh. Well, it's not a raid then. Let's check the temperature. And... is it the twins? Yep, it is the twins. Let's get the fuck out of here. So this is one of the most easy matches I've had. Not all your matches will be like this. Let's get the fuck out of here. So this was an easy one. Not all your matches will be like the one I just did.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
This one was just overly easy. No, I want this one. I'm gonna do 2 more on Tanglewood, and then I'll call it a day. So what I do is I always start with
Take a look at the equipment.
EMF,
Prepare accordingly.
UV,
Start
flash.
your investigation.
Turn it on, turn EMF on, grab the key, open the door, grab a night cam whilst the door's opening. Just the basic stuff, you know? Open this, grab the car keys. Then I will go towards the... Hey, did it touch that? I don't know. No, this time it's in the basement. I can show you. It's a monkey paw again. Boom. Oh. Wait, what the fuck did it do then? Oh, we got the bone. Let's pick that up. Bro! I don't know, man. Wait, is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. Let's turn the light on. Actually, let's turn the lights on in there. Boom. Let's see. So we will take these in the video cam. We've not gotten any evidence yet, so... This may be one of those easy games again. I swear, games are not like this. Boom. Oh, we have ghostwriting. Great. I don't see ghost orbs. Oh, touch that. Fingers. Ghostwriting. Poltergeist demon on Myling. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna make a huge pile of stuff. That. Plates. Another plates. You will see what happens. You will see. If this is a poltergeist, this will be very funny. Oh, that was so good. That was so great. It had a spirit box. It's a poltergeist. Oh, that was great. I always love it when those things do that. That was awesome.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Now we'll do one more. This is what you call the poltergeist explosion test. Fuck! I did something.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting.
I've done something completely wrong.
Welcome back. I'm prepared.
Let's go again. This is the last one. We have had the twins, Poltergeist,
We've arrived.
and then we'll
Check the
see what we get right now.
Set up before investigating. Do it,
Great. Oh, that's a friend. Oh. EMF 5, no fingerprints. Oh, it's doing a lot. So it's probably in here. No twins yet. Spirit box, ghost writing. Drop that. Why am I hearing the Phasmo death sound? EMF 5. Sure, we can probably roll off twins, but we can't really. No. I should have actually got night gear. Because what I was doing was very risky. More EMF 5. Wait, can it be in a Obake? No, it cannot. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you Asian? Who are you? Where are you? Who are you? Spirit box. Imagine it being the twins again. We get spirit, wraith, or twins. We've not seen any changes in that. Take the salts. Do I have anything else? Yeah, I have the ghostwriting book. Yeah, if we get ghostwriting, it's a spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn the light on. It's not walking through the salt. Which could mean that it is in fact a wraith. Freezing is twins, ghostwriting is spirit, ghost orb. No, dots is wraith. So we cannot get ghost orb. So I'll just get a thermometer.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Let's that was it for today. Did you like it or did you not? I don't give a fuck. I'm honestly just trying to teach people to play this game. It's very unknown. I would like more people in the fan base of this game. Did you like it or did you not? I don't give a fuck. I don't have an outro yet, so imagine that I'm doing an outro right now.